All right, let's dive into one of the biggest, most exciting leaps in artificial intelligence, AI agents.
So chances are you've used a chatbot on a website, right? Or maybe you've asked your phone for the weather. That's a chatbot. And yeah, it's useful, for sure. But it's really just the starting line.
So what's the big difference here? Well, think of it like this. A chatbot is kind of like a superpowered calculator. You ask it a question, it spits out an answer. It reacts to you. An AI agent, on the other hand, that's more like having a digital intern. You don't just ask it a question, you give it a goal, and it figures out how to make it happen. It doesn't just give you info, it gets things done. Okay, so how does a piece of software level up from a simple chatbot to a full-blown digital intern? Let's break down this evolution, from just talking to actually doing.
So here's the official textbook definition. The two words you really want to focus on are autonomous and multi-step actions. That's the core of it right there. A chatbot handles one simple request. An agent can tackle a complex goal that needs a whole bunch of steps, and it does it all on its own.
So let's just recap the crucial differences. Chatbots are reactive. They wait for you. Agents are proactive. They take initiative. Chatbots handle one-shot requests with static knowledge. Agents break down complex, multi-step goals and use tools to interact with the world, delivering completed actions, not just bits of information.
So how in the world does an agent actually pull this off? What's going on under the hood that gives it these superpowers? Let's take a look at its core engine.
It all comes down to a really simple but incredibly powerful cycle. Sense, think, and act. First, it senses its environment. That could mean reading a database or even just looking at your computer screen. Then it thinks. This is where its brain, a large language model, kicks in to reason and create a step-by-step plan. And finally, it acts, using its tools to actually execute that plan.
Let's actually unpack the agent's toolkit. First, it has a brain. That's the large language model for all the reasoning. It has a planning ability, which is just a fancy way of saying it can break down big goals into smaller, logical steps. So crucial is its memory. It can learn from its past successes and failures. And finally, it has tools. These are basically its hands, letting it interact with the digital world, whether that's browsing the web or using other pieces of software.
Okay, that's the theory, but where is this technology actually being used? Like right now? Let's look at some incredible real-world examples that show how agents are already changing the game.
Education, for example. Imagine having an always-on tutor. This agent doesn't just give you the answers. It actually looks at your quiz scores, understands where you're struggling, and then creates custom practice problems specifically to help you get it. How about e-commerce? Think of having a personal shopping concierge. You don't just search for shoes. You tell the agent, hey, find me a pair of sustainable running shoes under $120 that'll get here by Friday. And then it goes to work, crawling the web, comparing prices, checking return policies, and bringing you only the best options.
And in a field like healthcare, it's profound. A virtual nurse can listen in on a doctor's consultation with a patient and automatically update all the medical records in the background. This frees up the doctors to focus completely on the person right in front of them.
So, this technology is obviously powerful, and it's here now. But what does that mean for you? For your future, for your career? This is where it gets really personal.
This quote really captures the incredible shift that's happening right now. The whole focus of work is moving away from just doing every single little task. In the pretty near future, your job might not be to execute a plan, but to manage a whole team of specialized AI agents that execute it for you. This means the future is all about orchestration. Your most valuable skills won't just be about doing the work, but about things like strategy, creativity, and knowing how to steer your team of agents. You can think of yourself as the conductor of an AI orchestra. You're not playing every instrument, but you're the one guiding them all to create something amazing.
So, as we wrap this up, think of it this way. Your agent is your co-pilot. It's there to handle all the complex systems so you can focus on the destination. The only real question left is, where are you going to tell it to go?